morning. I slept in a little bit after yesterday's early start and long day, and I was mainly woken up by the little bit of sun filtering through the trees onto my tent. That's right, the fog is gone. It is gloriously clear and bright out this morning. It's going to be a wonderful day. Nothing is dry. It rained a little bit last night, and it was just super humid, and everything in here is just super saturated right now. So I'm going to be packing up a lot of wet equipment this morning as I go, but at least this afternoon it'll be nice and warm and sunny, so I should be able to dry it out pretty quick. So I'm going to paddle into Bar Harbor today, and then start island hopping over to Stave Island, which is on the eastern side of Frenchman Bay. That's my evening spot for the night. I'm floating. There's a concern at this island because down south where the actual campsite is, it flats out. It gets very shallow, muddy for a long, long ways out. But I think I kind of hit it just right with this spot. It is pretty shallow topography, but it was walkable the whole way down. The sun feels amazing. So I can definitely tell I'm a bit sore from yesterday, just from that hard push all day. And weirdly enough, a couple spots that are sore, my hands, right on where the blade on the Aleutian paddle hits. So there were probably some times that I was clenching a little bit. And I gotta remember, gotta stay relaxed out here. Not just mentally, but physically. If you tense up, that's when you become unstable. Mentally and physically. See you, Thomas Island. Finally getting my first views of the mountains at Mount Desert Island. Just this big, dark lump on the horizon right now. Above the trees. It's got a cloud on it at the moment. It's like it's wearing a hat. Yeah, I'm just gonna ride the tide. We've got another hour or so of tide. Just ride that down to Bar Harbor. Then start hopping. I just had a thought about perspective while kayaking. And what I'm feeling right now, it's like yesterday, the landscape felt so much bigger because I couldn't see it. It was, because that fog was so dense, and I could only see 100 meters sometimes, and I had to follow the shore so closely. You know that feeling of sitting in the backseat of a car as a kid, going somewhere you really want to go? And it feels like it takes forever to get there. I definitely was having that yesterday on those crossings. Remember once, I felt like I'd been paddling a long time and I looked down and it'd been like 4 minutes. So now with the clear skies and no fog, like this place feels a lot smaller. And it's the same basic size of landscape and crossings and open water that I had yesterday. Just approaching Bar Harbor, the difference in feel is noticeable. Like, there are huge mansions on the shore, large hotels up on the hill, and a very busy road as well. It's just such a different feeling from Stonington that felt very remote and isolated. there weren't many people around. Here, you can definitely tell that this is a tourist destination. Yeah, there's some definite whiffs of the old money around here. These houses are huge. Boats are huge too. Yards. Holy moly, the yards. Pretty sure, yeah. There's this private yacht here, which is massive. When does a yacht become a super yacht? I mean, the tender costs probably more than my house. I take that back. The tender definitely costs more than my house. But, man, ridiculous, right? I mean, just look at that thing. I don't think you'd ever see that kind of boat tied up in some of the other towns I've been through. Sightseeing boat going out. I could hear the announcer on the speaker complaining about the fog yesterday. Yeah, it was a little thick. Wouldn't be much of a nature tour, I think, having that thick fog. You'll be able to see anything. This is Bar Island that I'm paddling along, kind of between the island and the cruise ship. So we're pretty close to low tide right now, and for a few hours on either side, the bar is accessible, so people will walk out onto the island. There's a nice little trail system, walk around, and then they gotta scurry away before the tide comes in. So I always wonder how many people get stuck out there through a high tide, just having to wait. I'm sure it happens pretty often. Lovely island though. People everywhere. It's kind of different seeing so many people on the shore. But I'm gonna keep heading west, across Frenchman Bay. It's a little shallow in here, gotta be careful getting out. Leaving Bar Harbor, Acadia in the background, crossing over to Burnt Porcupine. Sea state's a little funky in here. I think we have a bit of flood tide against the wind chop blowing in across the bay, so yeah, stuff feels weird and messy. This is Long Porcupine Island, and it's it's such a relief to just be doing line of sight navigation today. So it just takes such a mental load off. You can just look and say, yep, that's where I'm going, aim for it, and paddle. Don't have to stare at the compass for hours. Look around, enjoy the scenery. Yeah, so, what a relief. I love seeing the hills in the background. It's such a defined landmark. And looking ahead too, there's more hills that you can see. The topography is changing. The rock here is different than elsewhere on the trail. I love seeing landscapes change when you're moving under your own power. Let's see, so we're going over to Jordan Island and then hopping north up to Stave, or Stav, I'm guessing Stave. Don't know how the locals pronounce it. And then to stopping point for the night. Yeah, it's
Not even noon yet, but shorter day is worth it after yesterday. Wow, what a glorious day. It's a little cool, good sun, nice breeze. Conditions are quite calm. Easy paddling, fast paddling. This is great. And it's funny with today, with the conditions being so different without the fog, I can almost see the entire way that I paddled today as soon as I got into Frenchman Bay. That's really cool. Just coming past Yellow Island. It's just off of Jordan Island. I'm going into Stave Island Cove, Stave Island Harbor, never mind. And I always like just finding little spots like this because there is a pretty good little current pushing past this point. Like, I mean, these buoys are pulling hard, rolling into this constriction between the islands. I always just like finding the little features like this. It's very interesting for me. A place for me to learn, because as you know, I'm a freshwater boy. So every chance I get, I like to kind of scope out these little tidal flows here and there. See what I can learn from them. Alright. Enough education. Wow, you can still see it behind me. You probably can't see it that great because the camera. No desert. What a place, eh? And that cruise ship still parked over there. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention and I just kind of went, oh yeah, one more hop and I'll be there, even though I was already on the island that I should have been on. So I went on the outside of it the first time and then I kind of went through it on the way back. Whoops. Okay, that was a little exciting. Oh well, all good. Just some splashing. Just something interesting I was thinking about. Well, it was interesting to me. I can nearly smell the French Canadian in the air. I don't know what that means. I apologize to anybody in Quebec.